Deadly police encounters have dominated the headlines nationally and here in the Valley.
And that's prompted police to rethink how officers interact with people on the street, with a focus on de-escalation to calm down the intensity and reduce the need for physical force.
Tempe police redesigned their training, and ASU researchers have been watching hundreds of hours of officer body camera video to see if it works. ABC 15 investigator Melissa Blasius has tonight's Rethinking Policing report.
The truth plays out on body cam videos. In 2019, a Tempe officer killed 14-year-old Antonio Arce, who had a toy gun in his hand while running away.
One subject down, one subject down.
And in 2020, an officer looking for a white suspect at a hotel instead held a black employee, Trey Kumpion, at gunpoint.
I am responding to somebody with a firearm who matches your description. You understand that?
They can't rewind what happened here, but Tempe police say they can move forward.
We want to make sure that we find ways to improve and communicate with our citizens and reduce that aggression or violence opportunities.
For the past 3 years, Tempe PD worked with ASU professor Michael White to change officer behavior by developing their own theories on de-escalation and training officers. They came up with the patrol model.
It's communication, it's planning, it's listening, it's reading people's physical body language and physical cues in order to better understand what's going on with that person that we're out with.
More than 100 officers went through the training, and ASU researchers monitored how those teachings played out on the streets by comparing the video of those officers' body cams to officers without training.
The body cam footage really is an excellent tool for looking in a very nuanced way what's happening between police officers and citizens.
Tempe shared these example videos with ABC 15, although they blurred the video to protect the identities of the citizens. Watch how they play out.
Show me your hands. Show me your hands.
This one starts with high intensity. An officer points a gun at a shoplifting suspect, but then the officer tries to diffuse the tension with kindness.
You're probably not comfortable on your knees. You want to stand up and sit on the stool over there?
And listen when this woman panics after being arrested with suspected illegal drugs.
I have my dog in the
We'll work through that.
Oh my God, sir.
We will work through that. Relax, hey. We'll work through we will work through whether or not we're gonna book you or not.
Professor White's team watched hundreds of hours of videos and made a database with 140 factors. They say the officers with de-escalation training were significantly less likely to use a condescending or patronizing tone, significantly more likely to attempt to build rapport with the citizen, significantly less likely to fail to transfer control to another officer if the first officer is unable to de-escalate, and significantly less likely to use charged or imposing body language.
Simple things like officers having their hand on their gun, right?
You may wonder if the training led officers to use less force less often. Professor White says his team could not pinpoint that.
Because in Tempe, they're very rare. It's very rare that officers get complaints or that there are injuries in encounters.
The team did conclude that trained officers were significantly more likely to resolve an encounter informally, especially not issuing a ticket or citation.
Ultimately, the goal of this training is to make sure that officers are doing everything possible to resolve an encounter peacefully.
To stop tragedies. Rethinking Policing in Tempe, I'm investigator Melissa Blasius, ABC 15, Arizona.
All right, so what's next? Tempe is training its entire force on the de-escalation techniques and sharing their model with other police departments across the nation.